Those phone lines may be busy, but it's not impossible to get through. I know it seems like it for some of those people that are trying to call and get through.
5 months into this pandemic in Texas, our investigative unit is still getting complaints about the Texas Workforce Commission. Although the TWC has helped millions of Texans since March and paid out $24 billion in unemployment, there are still a lot of people out there who still cannot get through. So KXAN investigator Jody Barr stepped in to help.
Well, we did that by delivering this list to the TWC. It's 111 names of unemployed Texans who contacted us and who are desperately trying to get the TWC to answer their calls.
So I applied March 29th.
And every day since, Ashley Green's waited.
I thought it would probably take a couple of weeks to get everything sorted. I figured I would probably have to answer some questions with the Texas Workforce Commission and then everything would be fine. And I never heard from anyone.
She spent 2 months unemployed. She spent her tax refund and racked up credit card debt just to survive.
It's still showing that Texas Workforce Commission is reviewing my claim to determine if I can be paid benefits. And it even shows here, benefits paid to date, 0. Absolutely nothing.
In May, the TWC director told us he was using a call center to make outbound calls to people who still needed help.
And anybody else, by the way, Jody, if you don't mind, that you can share with us that you're aware of will help us with some of the outbound calling that we have. Because again, our goal is to push the funds out because we recognize it's a lifeline.
We gathered all our tips and got permission from those viewers to send their details in a list of 111 names, phone numbers, and email addresses to the TWC. We confirmed the TWC called 51 of the people on the list. We also confirmed more than a dozen said they never heard a word from the agency.
What were you all able to do with that list?
I won't be able to comment on that. The information you sent us was provided to Unemployment Insurance Services.
The TWC spokesman told us the agency could not talk about specific cases, citing federal privacy laws.
For people still today to say that they were not contacted, why would that happen?
I won't be able to speak on behalf of people who were not contacted or feel as though they were not contacted. It's not our normal system to have news agencies provide us list of information, people's information for us to follow through with them. It's just not part of our system.
We're still seeing a rather large number of people contacting us still saying that they're having trouble with the call centers that are open, with the 1,000+ call takers, the extended hours, a 7-day-a-week operation. Why would people still be having trouble today getting a phone call answered by the TWC?
We still are receiving a large number of calls each day. Those calls are generally not a quick yes, no, check a box and it's all done.
Thank you for calling the Texas Workforce Commission.
And after hundreds of calls, Ashley Green says she just gave up.
I got an email.
Roxanne Muller never got a call either after she missed filing a payment request.
By 5 minutes. I spent Sunday evening, Monday, and Tuesday just on speed dial and called over 4,000 times.
And what?
Never got through.
Muller says she too gave up the day after we sent the list.
July 21st.
The TWC emailed her and reactivated payments.
It wouldn't have gotten taken care of if y'all didn't contact them for me. It was lost. I was just counting it off.
With this report, that's what we want to be able to tell the public is, if you are in this position, we have done what we could do to help you all reach these people. They're doing everything they can to get through to you all. If they are in this position, what in the world are their options that they could take care of this today and help you all, help them get these benefits that they so desperately need?
So our goal is to help everyone that applies for unemployment insurance. If they're eligible for benefits, they will receive them. So it's unfortunate that some people are running into some delays, some issues. In general, our goal is to pay as quickly as we can.
Is this your last hope to be heard?
Yes, it is. I can't get through to anyone else. My state rep doesn't seem to care about the people that she represents. So I am hoping that you guys can help me and help the other people that are in the same situation that I am.
The agency tells me the only thing it can tell unemployed Texans is to keep dialing.
Jody, the TWC's leadership is appointed by the governor. Has Governor Abbott said anything to us about this?
Well, I spoke with the governor's press office just yesterday to ask for an interview so we could ask the governor about what's going on at the TWC. Unfortunately, though, we never received a response from Abbott's office.
Thanks, Jody. We're sure you all will continue to stay on this. We're serious about helping people who have lost jobs during this pandemic. Check out our ongoing coverage. It's under the Investigates tab at our website. Not only can you tell us about your issue, but we have links to help you find claims and fill out appeal claims as well. Also, more information on employee rights and laws. Just check it all out right now at KXAN.com.